Good morning, Hustle Nation. Today we're talking about the 7 keys to building an attractive, powerful, profitable personal brand online. I'm going to give you the exact blueprint that I have used to build my personal brand. And if you watch to the end of the show, I'm going to teach you how to monetize your personal brand like immediately. Like some of you guys already have enough of a brand right now to start bringing in money, but you're thinking about the traditional way of monetization, and that ain't it. I'm going to teach you how to monetize that personal brand immediately. So do me a favor, go ahead and comment in the chat where you're from, drop the name of your business and or your brand. Just do not post any links, and smash that share button, ladies and gentlemen, because we can no longer afford to hoard good information like this. Plus, it helps the channel when you share. So share, let me know the name of your business and or your brand, where you're tuning in from, and let's kick it. Yo, what's up, Ultimate Hustlers, and welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show, the business podcast for the entrepreneur of the 21st century. And I'm your host, Cortez Hustle. Our goal is to give you a behind-the-scenes look at how the world's greatest hustlers build amazing brands, scale their businesses to incredible heights, sell more, make more, and create mass movements that impact the world. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned vet or you're sitting on the sidelines with aspirations to one day unleash your inner hustle. This show will provide the insights into how pure grit, determination, and hard work has morphed into some of the most iconic brands and personalities, and how they are moving the culture forward. You'll get a mix of solo shows featuring yours truly, as well as interviews and content from other hustlers that I either know personally, or I've learned from, or whose grind I've come to know and respect. And you'll also get exclusive recordings from our membership called Monetize My Life Academy, which you can check out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. That's a program where we go live every month with some of the best hustlers on the planet, sharing best practices on how we all can explode our brands with advanced branding and marketing tactics, business development strategies, and financial game planning necessary to build the empires we all desire. Again, that's at monetizemylifeacademy.com. If you like today's episode, chances are the hustlers you're connected to will like it as well. Share it with those in your network. And when you do, use hashtag Cortez Hustle so I can see you and hopefully give you a shout out and share you in my stories. So check out today's episode and make sure you subscribe to the feed on your favorite podcasting networks. All right, Ultimate Hustlers. Welcome to the Cortez Hustle Show. I am, of course, your host, Cortez Hustle, also known as the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from personalbranding365.com. Yes, we are going all the way in on how to build a profitable, attractive, personal online brand. And if you stick around, man, I'm going to lay the foundation on how you can monetize the brand in the most effective, the fastest way, and also the most risk-free way that you can start earning some income from your brand. So do me a favor, man, go ahead and smash that share button. We've got Geneva in the building from Orlando. We've got Tasha Black from the Bronx Wealth Building Platform. We've got Akita says, good morning, bro. Antoine says, great morning. Erica Patmore says, good morning. Listen, all the good mornings are fine. But if you have a business and you have not put the name of your business, then you're missing the point of today's episode. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. What is the name of your business and or your brand? Just don't post any links. I'm going to tell you like this, man. If you are not shouting you out, I do not know who is. And if you want the resource that we'll be studying today, then all you got to do is go over to personalbranding365.com to grab yourself a copy of my 7 keys to building a personal profitable personal brand. A couple quick announcements. As you guys know, when you comment a key takeaway for today, you will always be entered into a drawing to win a free vacation. We didn't do our drawing this week because of my travel schedule, but I am giving away 2 vacations next week. So when you hear something that resonates with you, just put the word takeaway and leave your comment. That's how you get entered into the drawing to win a free vacation. Also, if you guys love your boy and you want to support the show, one of the easiest ways to do that, especially those of you who love Facebook, is to just become a subscriber to the Facebook page. $5 a month, you get to join our community called Hustle Nation. Is the official group for our supporters. And when you become part of Hustle Nation, you get exclusive content that I don't post publicly. Like the last couple of weeks, I shared how to double your retirement savings in 4 to 5 years, right? When you become part of Hustle Nation. We also do live Q&A. I bring in some of my colleagues from different areas in the marketing space. I'm going to help you with your mindset, your money, and your messaging. So consider joining Hustle Nation for just $5 per month. I will put the link here in the comments right now so that you can do that. Also, those of you who are in the Digital Marketing Mastermind, y'all know it goes down tonight. We're continuing our lesson on building your tribe, and we're talking, focusing mostly on email marketing tonight. If you guys have not joined the Monetize My Life Academy Mastermind and you want to check out what we're doing and just come hang out with us tonight, well, you can do that for just $10, and you can come hang out with us and see what this mastermind is all about, how we're helping people build their tribes with email marketing and Facebook groups. I think you don't want to miss that. So let me just drop this link here so that those of you who want to become fans of the show, you can do so. All right, there we go. And then last but not least, man, if you are looking to buy or sell a home, if you're looking to flip or invest in real estate, then we've got a great program that we are launching this weekend as part of My Perfect Money Plan. It's bananas, man. You can literally buy, sell, flip, or invest in real estate without having a license and make you some heavy dough if that's something that you want to get into. So all you got to do is comment keyword real estate, drop that in the comments, and I'll get you guys some information. So y'all know that we love to kick the show off with a quote of the day. So let me give you guys the quote of the day right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. It is, I believe, the true road to preeminent success in any line is to make yourself master in that line. That is Andrew Carnegie. I believe that the true road to preeminent success in any line is to make yourself master in that line. That is Andrew Carnegie. Let me ask you guys something. What are you mastering right now? What one thing are you mastering right now? Because that's where it's all about, man. I think about somebody like Steph Curry, who has mastered the art of shooting a basketball. And because he got so good at shooting the basketball, it opened up doors and other lanes for him to get good in other areas of his sport. But really, was he trying to build his weaknesses, or was he creating a foundation that supports his strength? See, a lot of times we get caught up in trying to shore up everything that we're weak at, and we neglect our strengths. And while we're strong in those areas, we never become masters. You got to master your strength. Yeah, he became a great ball handler. Yes, he can get to the basket and finish over bigger players, but that all became available to him because of his ability to shoot the basketball. What are you mastering that is going to put the bread on the table, but then also open other doors and other lanes for you at the same time? Antoine says, I'm mastering wholesaling real estate. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it, my friend. So let's talk about, the 1 minute, the quote of the day is brought to you by EFI Financial Education Services. And because it's Financial Literacy Month, we're going to get into a money affirmation from my man Milt Jr. So let's check out today's money affirmation.
Today's financial affirmation. My hard work is paying off. My hard work is paying off. My losses have been lessons. My accomplishments have become motivation to continue. My hard work is paying off. I can take credit internally when people say good job because I know that I have put in the effort and been dedicated. My hard work is paying off. I'm Milt Jr. Visit EFIFinancial.net and book your free personal finance consultation.
All right, man. Sometimes we don't give ourselves credit for the work that we're putting in, especially when we don't see results fast enough, especially when it comes to our money. Sometimes, man, you got to remember, it took you years to develop the habits that you have around your finances. And it's going to take you years to overcome them as well. So that's my man, Milt Jr. over at EFI Financial Education Services. All right. So we're talking about 7 keys to building an attractive, powerful, profitable brand online. And then if you guys hang out to the end of the show, I'm actually going to show you how you can monetize that brand, like starting today. Some of you guys have enough of a brand right now today that if you take action on what you learn here today, you can put some money in your pocket today. And for some of you, it's going to be the first money you've ever made from social media. And that is super cool, man. There's nothing like having an income that you own and control. So let's just dive right into it. And if you guys want this resource that I'm reading from, then all you got to do is go to personalbranding365.com. Personalbranding365.com. It's a free resource that I give out to help people with their personal brands. But let's see. Branding can seem confusing given the sheer quantity of elements that need to be taken into consideration. But by focusing on these 7 elements, you will build a powerful and successful brand. There are several elements to a personal brand, from your message, a loyal audience, quality content, consistency, authenticity, monitoring your progress, and living your brand. And we're going to get into all of these right now. But I still don't see enough of y'all with y'all brand name in the comments, man. What is the name of your brand? And if you don't have a name of your brand right now, then just put your name in the comments, man. I'm telling you, if you're not shouting you out, nobody else is. But when you learn how to build a powerful personal brand, you create what's called brand ambassadors. And those brand ambassadors will be shouting you out in places that you never even imagined that your brand will be. So the number one thing that you've got to understand, and the most important, is what is a brand? A brand is simply your promise or your message, right? What is it that you are bringing to the table when it comes to your products, your service, or just your person, right? The influence that you want to bring to your audience, your followers, your tribe. So one of the most important elements of branding is the message, because that's all a brand is. A brand is your message. It is your promise. And that promise, then you create different representations of that promise. So your logo is a representation of that promise. When your message is strong, people see your logo and they should immediately think about your promise, right? Hopefully you guys are following that, right? The message is depending on who you are and what your brand is attempting to portray. The purpose and message of your brand is one of the first things you should be developing and is the most important to get right. It is the true foundation of your brand. Cortez, what is your message, right? I'll give you an example. I'm H Cortez, financial health mentor. For the last 6 years, I've been on a mission to empower working Americans economically through financial literacy with an emphasis on entrepreneurship and personal brand development, right? Now, I'm going to put myself out there. How many of you guys can say unequivocally that I have lived out that brand? Is that all I talk about on this platform? Every time you see me posting something, is it in relationship to my promise, my message? Are all of my products and services in alignment with my promise, my message, right? That is the key. So you have to develop your promise, your message. You should brainstorm a series of things that you want to be associated with your brand. This list should include adjectives outlining the impression you want to give and design elements such as preferred colors or images. The message of your brand will be the underlying theme to the remainder of your branding strategy, meaning that it needs to encapsulate the essence of what you are trying to achieve. Have you figured out your message, right? Have you figured out your message? That part is super, super, super duper important, right? So we got some folks who are putting in the names of their brand. We've got Black Classical Academy from Tanya Reed. Love that, love that. Geneva White said, hey, I'm just genevawhite.com right now, but I'll be a brand. I'll figure it out. Thank you for positive, supporting, loving, sharing, blessed. Thank you so much, Trish, for the kind words. I absolutely love and appreciate it. So number one, you got to craft your message. You got to get that thing right. You got to make sure that you understand that that is the foundation, your promise, right? Think about Walmart. What is Walmart's promise? Walmart's promise is everyday low prices, right? Think about Apple's promise. Apple's promise is sexy tech, right? That's the promise of Apple, right? Think about what you want to promise and what you're going to deliver on, and then you can develop your system and your tools and everything about how you're going to deliver on that promise. Number one is messaging. Number two is target audience, right? Number two is you got to understand target audience. How's and ever. Before we get to number two, it is time for a 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. So let's do 1 minute motivation, and then we'll get to number two on the other side of this. So for those of you who are new to the show, 1 minute motivation is where I play a short 1 minute motivational clip. I will share my thoughts. You will comment your takeaway, what you got out of this. Personal growth and self-development is always happening, guys, but you have to be intentional about positive personal growth and self-development. That's why we do this segment, one of my favorite segments on the show. So let's get into 1 minute motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show.
Life is going to see how bad you want what you say you want. Impose your will on it. Life will give in to you if it knows you're serious about whatever it is that you're trying to do. Life will give in to you. Whenever you start, you make sure you finish. If you do not kill me, you will not stop my drive. No petty adversity will not stop me. I have to complete every mission that I set out on.
From this day forward, set out to achieve greatness, not by looking for someone to give it to you, but by going through all of the blood, all of the sweat, all of the hard work, by going to work to set your own inner greatness free. I believe in you, because I know it's there. No matter what anyone else has said, or how anyone else has made you feel before, it's there. So you had it harder than other people. Well, then you're going to have to work a little harder. But trust me when I say, you have greatness inside you.
Wherever we are, with whatever hand that life has dealt us, we have the freedom of spirit. We can go through life whining and weeping, or we can have the kind of spirit that regardless of what happens to you, you can stand up inside of yourself. You have an uncomfortable soul. It can be painful. It will be uncomfortable. And that's where the growth is. When you're stretching out, when you're taking life by the collar, you're going to get thrown to the ground again and again and again. But when you have determination and you know that what you're doing is right, it gives you your life, it gives a special meaning and power to you, you'll begin to discover some things about you that you don't know you've got when you put yourself in that type of challenging situation.
Hoo-wee! Man, put takeaway and then give me your comment. The other reason I love doing this because we all just listen to the same clip, but we all heard something different. That's how perspective works, man. Life is going to challenge you. We talked about this yesterday. Every time you set out to do something, there is always an equal opposing force trying to stop you from doing it. And I'll be honest, most of the time that opposing force is all in your imagination. It just lives right here. Most of the time, the opposing force just lives right here, right? But that's by design, because in order for you to get to the next level, you have to be strengthened, right? And the only way that you're going to be strengthened is if you go through some challenges, some tough times. So are you pushing back when life pushes you when you're trying to achieve something? See, most people don't understand that every vision must be tested for authenticity. So when they see the first test, they tuck tail and run, right? Dr. Miles Monroe, every vision must be tested for authenticity. So when you run into that vision, or when you strive for that vision and you run into that first test, and especially my Christian folks, right? Here's what my Christian folks will say. On one hand, they say, God wants me to have the desires of my heart. On one hand, they say, Scripture says, my gift will make room for me. On one hand, they say, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This is what my Christian family is saying. And then they pursue their dream and they run into a little struggle. And then they say, oh, it must not be God's will. Can I keep it 100 with my Christian folks today? Wait a minute. You just said that you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. But you got this dream to build this business. You got this dream to create this beautiful family. You got this dream to impact your community. You got this dream to preach, to teach. You got this, whatever it is. And you're saying, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And then when you attempt to do it, you run into a snag, a roadblock, an obstacle, and then you say, oh, it must not be God's will. It is so God's will that he put a test before you because he knows what's required for you to fulfill the mission. And in order for you to fulfill the mission, you're going to have to grow. And the only way that he's going to get you to grow is if he tests whether you want the mission bad enough. So it's not time to tuck tail and run. It's when I hit this obstacle, I hit this roadblock, I hit this challenge, I get told no a few times, I get turned away a few times, I get told from those who love me and those who care for me about how I can't do it. All of that is designed to strengthen you so that you can withstand what's going to happen at the next level. It kills me when I hear Christians say that. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me, and then what's not God's will. Wait a minute. Come on, man. either he said you can do all things or he didn't. So that is 1 Minute Motivation right here on the Cortez Hustle Show. 1 Minute Motivation is brought to you by personalbranding365.com. If you really want to dive into building your own personal brand, then I have a $7 ebook that will help you not only get the understanding of how to build the brand, but also it provides a few resource guides, a social media checklist. It provides a website checklist so that you make sure that all of these elements are in place in all of your social media platforms. And I give you my ultimate video resource guide where I share with you the different resources that I use to build my personal brand as well. So we're talking about 7 keys to building an attractive, powerful, profitable online brand. And then if you stick around to the end, we're actually going to go through the #1 and fastest way for you to start monetizing the brand starting like today. But you got to hang out with me for a bit, right? So #1 was your messaging. You got to understand how to develop your message or your promise. At the foundation of your brand is your promise. What are you promising to deliver? And then you build how you're going to deliver those things, but you got to craft first the promise that you're going to deliver. #2, targeting. Your audience will be the make or break of your brand. If you do not have an audience, you will not have any success. One of the biggest mistakes made in business is not specifically defining a target audience. Some likely failed entrepreneurs have believed that by being vague about their audience, they are appealing to more people. Write this down. If you are marketing to everybody, you are marketing to nobody. If you are marketing to everybody, you are marketing to nobody. If you look at all of the commercials that are put out by Walmart, you can very clearly see who they're talking to. None of the commercials put out by Walmart would even grab the attention of somebody who is loyal to Neiman Marcus. Because people who are loyal to Neiman Marcus don't care about convenience. They don't care about everyday low prices. But you know who does? People who are hardworking but still struggling to get by. People who are maybe living check to check. People who are in the heart of this rat race, still trying to figure out their economic situation. Right? People who will not mind because their mentality says, I want to save a penny so bad that I'm willing to stand in a line for 45 minutes at Walmart. I want to save a penny so bad that I'm willing to endure maybe not the best customer service, right? They know who they're talking to. You got to define who your target audience is. Let me put it this way. I'm a cattle farmer. I've got some of the best grass-fed beef that you would ever taste. I'm talking about it's so succulent that it literally melts in your mouth. But if I'm putting all of my marketing material in groups where vegans live, how successful will I be with my grass-fed beef business? No, I've got to put my message in front of people who love steak. Right? That's important. To be a powerful brand, you need to build a strong connection with your target audience. But before doing so, you need to figure out exactly who they are and what they want. You essentially need to psychoanalyze your audience in order to connect with them. Because in order for me to communicate my message to you, I have to first know who you are. And in knowing who you are, I can determine what language you speak. Right? I'll give you another example. I'm 46, be 47 in a couple months. If my target audience was 21 to 25-year-olds, I'd literally have to speak a different language in order to connect with them. Because most 21 to 25-year-olds don't connect with my message. They're just getting into the work world. So they're not particularly displeased with working for a company for 40 years. But you folks who've been on your job or in the working workforce for 20 years, you realize like, man, I need to build my own thing. I need to figure this internet out, build my own personal brand. I need some passive, some residual income. I need to lower my taxes. I'm trying to build generational wealth. See, all of those things become important to you. So I speak your language. If my target was 21 or 25-year-olds, I might need to get one of my sons to be the face of my brand who speaks the language, right? So number one is you got to get your message right. Number two, you got to identify your target, because you can't craft your message and your marketing materials if you don't know who these people are. Because you'll be saying the wrong things to the wrong people, and that is the fastest way to get your brand to die, right? The fastest way, right? Number three, we're talking about the 7 keys to building an attractive, powerful, profitable brand. Focus on these 7 things and you'll be on your way. Now, within these things, there are tactics that you'll need to learn and develop and execute on. But at least you know what 7 things to focus on. Number 3, quality content. Again, if you want this resource, go to personalbranding365.com and you can download a copy of it absolutely for free. Quality content. Creating content is one of the best strategies to grow your brand and authority. Firstly, you need to utilize the platforms that your audience does. Create accounts and brand them in line with your branding strategy. Do you know where your audience likes to hang out? Again, if I was trying to reach the 21 to 25-year-old, I would be doing way more on TikTok than I do on Facebook, because that's where that age group is hanging out. Instagram is another place for younger people. Do you even know where your target audience likes to hang out? Because if you don't know where they're hanging out, how can you put your message in front of them? Felicia, good morning. I see you. Nikita, good morning from the BBC, Albany, Georgia. Right? You got to know where your target hangs out so that you can put your message in front of them. Right? Not only does the content you post need to be appropriate for the platform you are posting it on, but it also needs to incite a response from your audience. It needs to align with your branding and visual design elements, and also be in tune with your brand's message. It's 3 forms of consistency. You got to be consistently in front of your audience. That speaks to the quantity and the volume that you post. You've got to be consistently on message. You guys will rarely see me on any of my platforms talking about anything other than wealth, business, branding, marketing, money. That's who I am. That is my message. So I am consistently on message. So you guys know exactly what to expect when you come to listen to the Cortez Hustle Show. You know exactly what to expect when you check out the Financial Health Mentor page on Facebook or YouTube. You know exactly what to expect because I'm consistently on message. And then you have to be consistent with your quality, right? Quality content. And you create your content in a way that lends itself to you being the most consistent. Meaning, I could do Instagram, but I can't take a selfie to save my life. I don't know anything about the filters and the angles and all of that kind of stuff. So my selfie game will be weak on Instagram. I don't really know how to tell a story with pictures. I do know how to verbalize a story, but I don't have a problem with being on camera. So I use the means of communication that lends itself to me being the most consistent. Some of you guys can't stand to be on camera and you're trying to do video marketing. On the other hand, you're a dope writer. Well, why aren't you using that strength as and your ability to write to build your brand? I'm just saying. I'm just saying, people. And then consistency is number 4. Consistency. Being consistent is the key. You need to have quality content and overall branding that is unique and uniform. It is simple visual branding elements that can bring you down. For example, make sure you are using the same fonts, color schemes, sounds, and consistent elements in your posts. Inconsistent features in posts such as these are such an easy way to make you seem unprofessional and therefore untrustworthy, right? Ensuring that these effortless aesthetics elements are consistent shows that you care and are serious about the impression that your brand gives off. A lot of people don't think about these different things, but also when you have the consistency across things like this, it makes your brand more recognizable, right? When people see certain writing styles, when they see the fonts, they see the colors, right? Even when you see this light green and black and you see it in other places, you might initially think of me and be like, oh well, that's not Cortez. But because everything that I've done for the Cortez Hustle Show is in these branded colors, then whenever you see these colors, my brand is speaking to you, right? A lot of people don't get that, but that's important. Everything that your brand does needs to be consistent with the branding, its message, and its mission. You need to remain on brand at all times. This will make it easier for your audience to build a relationship with your brand, as they will have clear expectations for your personal branding strategy. The personality that your brand is presenting to your audience also needs to be consistent while still seeming like a dynamic and authentic person. Is this making sense to you guys? A lot of times we go into business and we're so focused on operations, we're so focused on the day-to-day, we're so focused on sales and transactions, we lose sight of some of the core principles of building a sustainable business. Now, you can come out any old kind of way and you can make a few dollars, but if you want your brand to last the test of time, then you got to at some point start focusing on some of these things and being very deliberate about them. So we got through number 4, I believe. Yep. All right, so that's number 4. So on the other side of this break, we're going to finish the last 3, and I'm going to show you the number 1 way that you can monetize your brand, like starting today. And for those of you who do not have a business yet, but you have an idea, maybe you need the financing for this particular business, well, I'm going to show you how to start making some money from your social media profiles so that you can build the revenue that you need to start creating the money. I told you guys that we have a wonderful done for you real estate investing program let me let you hear from the founder and CEO of our company as we get ready to make this big announcement. And we're going live this Saturday with this program. Some of you guys want to lock in your spot, join my team, and let me help you start building. So come Saturday, we're going to hit the ground running. So check out our Done For You real estate investing program.
Hey guys, this is Brian House, CEO and co-founder of MWR Financial. I'm sending you this quick audio message to inform each of you that what you and thousands more already think is amazing is about to get 10 times better. Why? Because on April 17th, 2021 in Atlanta, Georgia, MWR Financial will be making several major announcements that will set a whole new standard for the home-based business industry. And if you don't believe it's possible, let me give you a little taste of what we will be rolling out at this game-changing event. To do this, let me ask you a quick question. What is and has always been the benchmark for building wealth? If you said real estate, you'd be correct. And believe it or not, MWR Financial is about to launch the most comprehensive real estate program ever developed, where our financial directors, buyers, sellers, realtors, lenders, and investors can all win in real estate together. This incredible program will give you and everyone you know the opportunity to buy, sell, flip, and invest in real estate with a team of financial experts that do the work for you. You heard me right. Whether our members want to buy a home, sell the one they have, or participate in the profits of flipping or investing in real estate, we are about to make it all possible. So why are we leaking this information early? Because good news travels fast, and we wanted to give you a head start so you can share this news with the people you know before anyone else does. With that said, let's go make history together. I want to thank you guys for your time, and I look forward to seeing each of you in Atlanta. Goodbye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, how many of you guys would like for me to teach you how I get paid for posting financial tips and strategies on social media? That's all I do, y'all. It seems complicated, or it seems like there's more to it when I'm doing things like this, an actual podcast. But no, really, at the core of what I do, I post financial tips and strategies on social media, introduce people to MWR Financial, and I've been making a solid 4-figure residual income with them for the last 18 months. I want to show you guys how to do that. And it's only going to explode with this new real estate piece, because now I can help people who are renting and want to buy. I can put them in the program. They will get their credit up. They will get connected with lenders. They'll get connected with the investors who've got the properties and the inventory. Oh, it is bananas, people. So all you got to do is hit your boy up or comment keyword real estate, and I'll send you some information on that. So let's fly through these last three because I want to spend some time teaching you how to monetize your actual brand. All right. So number 5 is authenticity. Authenticity. Your personal brand needs to show that you are a real, authentic person with hopes and dreams, not just a business strategy. Having a personal brand does not mean that you need to create a false persona. It is simply a method of showing strategically who you are. Show up on these platforms your authentic self. And let me help some of you guys with this, because some of you guys are like I was when I first started. I was a little apprehensive about becoming a financial health mentor, right? Because I was like, well, Cortez, you're not rich. How you gonna be and mentor somebody in their finances, right? Here's the thing, guys. If you are not where you want to be in your personal brand, don't try to pretend. Simply let your followers know that they can join you on this journey to where you're going. Hey, here's where I am and all of my authenticity. Here's where I am going. I'm sure there's going to be some challenges on the way, but let me take y'all on this journey with me. Does that make sense? So sometimes we think we've got to arrive first, and then we need to put that persona out. No, there are so many people who will never connect with me because they think that I'm too far ahead. They would rather connect with somebody who's only 2 or 3 steps ahead of them. So being authentic is key. We all have seen the number of accounts and brands that exist online. In addition to this, given how easy it is to edit posts, add filters, and alter photographs, it is incredibly easy to fabricate a personality and a false perception of reality. All that's not even necessary, y'all. Be who you are in your authentic self. And what that lends itself to is giving other people permission to be their authentic selves. That is the key, your authenticity. Number 6, monitoring. Monitoring. You need to monitor your brand's progress. You should be monitoring it in several areas: your original mission and message, reaching your target audience, and are making the progress that you desire. Now, when we say monitoring, it is not monitoring the vanity metrics, likes, shares, comments, right? Those are likes and shares are vanity metrics, right? On this page, you'll notice that I've got 108,000 followers on this page, right? That's a lot, but is it really? I can't count that as much as I count the 1,000 or so people who actively engage with the page every single month. That's my following, right? A lot of people like the page, follow the page because of what it represents, but they're not actually following the page. Those of you who are here 3 or 4 times a week are my actual followers. So you got to understand what you're monitoring. What is my penetration? I'm looking at things of that nature, right? This is what you should be monitoring. Am I making an impact? Does somebody every week reach out to me and say, hey, Cortez, what you said last month, last year changed my life when I finally started implementing. Now I'm making impact, right? That's how you monitor, right? Number 7, living your brand and building a community. Now, for those of you who want to know what goes on in the Monetize My Life Academy Mastermind, we're talking about this extensively tonight, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. You can join Monetize My Life Academy for just $10 if you just kind of want to eavesdrop on tonight's training, but we do have 3 different membership levels. So check it out at monetizemylifeacademy.com. And I will tell you this will probably be the last month that you'll be able to check us out for just $10. All right, so I just wanted to put the link out there for you guys. But yeah, you can sit in on tonight's mastermind class where we talked last month about building your tribe in Facebook groups. We're going to continue that discussion and add into that discussion email marketing and how you continue to build relationships with your people via email marketing. So if you guys want to check that out, $10 is the lowest membership that you can grab right now. So you might want to check that out. While we have mostly focused on your online brand presence, you also need to carry your brand in your everyday life, right? Remember, what is your brand? It's your promise, right? Can you make the same promise offline that you can online? Absolutely. Your brand will appear online in such a curated way, and it needs to. But in order to build a credible, lasting brand, you should bring it off screen too. A method of doing this is building a network of like-minded people within your industry. This is where collaboration is so important. Interacting and networking with other key important players in your industry will make you seem like one of them. Being tagged in their posts or coming up as a suggested account will help build your audience. Additionally, it leads to collaborative opportunities. If your audience believes that other brands trust and support you, then they will too. Who are the top 5 influencers in your industry? Right? You should know who the top 5 influencers are in your industry, but you should also know who are the bottom 100 influencers in your industry. Because if you're new, it's going to be hard for you to get in the atmosphere or the stratosphere of the top 5, but the bottom 100, number 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100, those are the people that you could probably collaborate with. And then you start working your way up, right? You start working your way up the chain. So remember, if you guys want to grab this resource, all you got to do is go to personalbranding365.com. You can get this resource for free, or you can go ahead and get the full ebook and other bonuses for just $7. So check that out. So I'm going to share my screen with you guys, and I'm going to show you. We kind of touched on this a little bit yesterday. I'm going to touch on it a little bit today, and then tomorrow I'm going to do a full episode on affiliate marketing, right? But let me show you, because some of you guys don't tune in every day. So let me give you a little bit of this affiliate marketing journey right here. So affiliate marketing simply says, Cortez, I'm passionate about fly fishing. I love to fish. I love to have my waist high rubber boots on, and I get out there and I just fly fish, man. I just do my thing, and I love it. And I always post tips, but I'm not making any money on social media from this passion. How can I do that? Well, you do that with affiliate marketing. So let me share my screen with you. One of the top affiliate marketing platforms out there is a platform called ClickBank. ClickBank. Now, this is one of the things that I started years and years ago, but I'll be honest, my primary method of monetizing my brand is through network marketing, right? But affiliate marketing could work, because I know some of you guys can't stand network marketing, but affiliate marketing says, hey, there are companies who already have products in the line that I am passionate about. I could introduce their products to my audience and they'll pay me a commission, right? So if you look here, I'm in what's called the ClickBank Marketplace. So if you look over here, these are the categories. So if you're passionate about something in the area of arts and entertainment, as seen on TV, betting systems, business and investing, computers and internet, cooking, food and wine, e-business or e-marketing, which would be one of my wheelhouses, education, employment jobs, fiction, games, green products, health and fitness. How many of you guys have I hit on something that you guys are passionate about, right? Health and fitness, home and garden, languages, mobile, parenting and families, politics, current events, references, self-help. Any of you guys excited about any of these, right? Software and services, sports, travel. Let's look at travel real quick. Some of you guys love to travel, right? If we go into the travel niche, you'll see that they have different products where you could earn income by introducing these products to some of the people that you're connected to, right? Housecares.com, worldwide house sitters and pet sitters directory. So how many of you guys, because you travel so much, you love to travel, you know, one of the things that people struggle with that keep them from traveling is they got to figure out what to do with their pets. They got to figure out what to do with their homes. Do they want somebody to come and house sit for them? Maybe they don't have family and close friends in the area. Well, guess what? Travel rent-free as a house sitter anywhere in the world. Save on accommodations costs as a house sitter. House Cares has been securely matching homeowners with house sitters since October. So you can market this service get people to sign up for this program, and the average commission is $24.77, right? Let me go back. Let's see, self-help. Self-help, right? Let's see, his secret obsession, incredible conversions for female cold traffic. Now, if you click on any of these things, let me just go here, and it'll tell you what this actually is, right? So this is a program targeted for women to get their man right? I wish I could just tell her about their secret sign I knew would fix everything for her, right? So if you are in the relationship market, then this is something that you could market, right? You are already posting on social media, right? Let's go to health and fitness. How many health and fitness folks do we have out there? You love to exercise. You love to talk nutrition, right? Well, let's look at this. Here is a flat belly tonic. How many people do you know are trying to get flat bellies? You might be that person who's got a flat belly, and you got your flat belly because of the way you eat and you do sit-ups. But other people don't have time to do that. So you might say, hey, if you want a flat belly, check out this link and this program. The average conversion for this program is $136. What if you just, because of your health, your love for health and fitness, you just posted about that once a week? And once a week, somebody goes and buys that program, and you make an extra $136 a week posting about somebody else's product and service. That, my friend, is how you monetize a brand, right? Let's look at my niche real quick. Let's look at mine real quick. So me being in the digital marketing, I'm not going to use that because I could, but I'm also in the finance space. So if I wanted to go into business and investing, right? And what if I wanted to tell people about how wonderful it is to learn Forex trading? And I shared this program with them, and they love Forex trading, and they buy this program, and I make $178. I don't have to build a program. I don't have to service the program. I'm not customer service for the program. I just need to get my followers to take a look and see if it matches their aspirations, right? And it just goes on and on and on. Freight brokers, right? Cryptocurrency. If I was a crypto person, I could market this program and make $18 per conversion, right? If people in Forex needed Forex bots, right? This is what's called affiliate marketing. And you can create extra income when you understand how this game is played. Tomorrow, we're going to do a deep dive into affiliate marketing in general and more on ClickBank. So make sure y'all come back tomorrow. But for now, I got to go, man. Till I talk to y'all next time, get your money up, because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you. Now, hustle up. But you've got to overcome fear if you're going to win.